Oh, hi. Okay, I know it looks bad, but I can explain. I was looking to go and get myself, a nice old drink, when all of a sudden I look in here and, oh my god, it looks like there was a new game. So I went to have a look and, well, there wasn't. And I can't get out. I'm stuck in here and I'm waiting until Mara gets back. So I've got until about 5 hours. So, let's spend a bit of time talking about something, eh? So, you've just made a new game and you want to release it in a different country? Okay, but look at this box art. No one in America's going to buy a game with this as the box art. Come on now. We need to make a new box art. Something that will make people think that this game is going to be the greatest game ever. Okay, never mind, I think you've done the opposite. The box art of a game can sometimes be the most important factor into if I decide to buy a game or not, on a win. Sometimes other countries get different box arts. For example, the early Sonic games had a lot of differences between countries. Japan would do these cool abstract type things, and yeah, they're quite cool. In America, they had the redesigned Sonic for the box arts only. However, he was not redesigned in any of the games. I prefer the original design of Sonic, but this one isn't bad. Over here in the PAL regions, we do our own thing sometimes, but then other times we just take what America did. Other games that would have their own box arts and stuff come to mind are Zelda Breath of the Wild. I really like the Japan and North American one. So much, in fact, that I actually have it hanging on my wall right now. But the one that we have in Europe is just not that good. I mean, it's not bad, but I have no idea why they decided to change it when the original version was so much better. However, if you want an example of a game where the box is better in Europe, look no further than Resident Evil 4. The North American one is okay, yeah, I mean, it's your average box art, really. But then you look at the PAL one, and like, oh my, this might be, honestly, the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I've not seen too many things, so that might be a factor. But seriously, this cover art just looks so fucking cool. Like, the red on black, it's just, it just gives off a vibe you just don't get from the American one. Here's something I actually learned pretty recently. Sonic Frontiers has a different box art in Japan instead of everywhere else. Gotta say, I really like the Japan one. Both are good, don't get me wrong, but the Japan one actually looks like Sonic is serious about this adventure and running into an unknown land. Fits the game pretty well. Super Mario isn't afraid of doing this either. Super Mario Bros. And DS have one of those box arts that it doesn't really change, but it did a tiny bit. With the only major difference between the regions is that Mario is giant in one, and he isn't in the other one. I think the American one is better because it just shows the Mega Mushroom power-up. That was like the game's main gimmick. And finally, before we finish, Super Mario 64 DS had a very different box art in the rest of the world and Japan. And frankly, it's hard to decide which one's better between the two. If I had to pick one, I'd pick the Japan one, because the way I see it, the camera angle looks as if it's coming from Makoto's camera, just like in the game. But I do like the other box art too, it's not that bad to be fair. Oh, thank God. I finally got out. That was fucking cramp. Anyway, I can go and get my drink and I can... Is that a new game? Oh God damn it.